Oliver, I thought that M&A activity in the banking sector in Europe was done, finished. We weren't really talking about that. We're just trying to heal ourselves. But I hear that there's stuff afoot in Portugal. What's going on?
Indeed, Portugal keeping what's left of Europe's banking M&A people busy. There's quite a lot going on. The firm thing that's happened is that Caixabank, a Spanish bank, has made an offer for BPI. This is about the fourth largest lender in Portugal. Caixabank already owns 44% of the shares, and it's made an offer for the rest. Caixabank already the biggest shareholder. However, the second biggest shareholder in BPI says that that offer's too low and has suggested that instead BPI looks to get together with Millennium BCP, which is the second largest bank in Portugal. Adding to this little situation is Novo Banco. That's the good bank from Banco Espírito Santo, which collapsed last year. That is up for sale, and there's 15 banks from all over the world that have expressed an interest in buying that as well. So there's lots of moving parts to this situation.
So into this somewhat messy situation comes Spain's Caixabank, who's already involved with one of them. Why does this Spanish bank want to get involved here? What do they want?
So Caixabank already has this 44% stake in BPI, but for various historical reasons, its voting stake is only 20%. So there's a mismatch already between the voting stake and the economic stake, and understandably, Caixabank wants to get rid of that. So that's one of the reasons for its offer. There are also cost savings to come that it's laid out as part of the offer. But it might potentially also have an eye on the future. BPI is one of the institutions that has expressed an interest in buying Novo Banco. Now let's imagine that BPI did make an offer for Novo Banco and that it needed to raise more capital in order to finance the offer. Caixabank would, as with other shareholders, be asked to finance that. And Caixabank would find itself in the situation of being asked to put more money into this very difficult situation where there's the mismatch between its economic rights and its voting rights. So it, understandably, before any of that happens, it might be thinking to itself, actually, we'd rather clear up this voting situation and take control of BPI properly before we start thinking about whether Novo Bank is the right move for us to make or not.
Okay, so say we do get some consolidation or something in the Portuguese sector. Will it make a difference? I mean, what's happening with, net interest margins? Will it help lending rates?
It should do. The Portuguese banking sector, obviously, through the financial crisis, had a very difficult time. Some of the banks required rescues. More recently, Espírito Santo went bust, and so it's still restructuring. It needs to restructure a little more. If you look at just one measure, which is the number of branches, Portugal has about 57 branches per 100,000 people. Now that's less than they have in Italy, for example, but the number in the Netherlands is in the teens. So there's a lot of branches, and that could do with sort of rationalisation there. Also, costs could do with coming down, and the sector really needs to shrink to the size where it's the correct size and shape for the economy, and consolidation would help in that.
Okay, good. Very interesting. We look forward to it.